everybody, welcome back to the channel. Bringing you back to the good old Roller Block 302 project. So I'm doing this primarily for a friend who was contemplating rebuilding his old engine. You know, I'm trying to show him what's involved if he was going to tackle this job himself. So I'm not doing anything too crazy. We're just going to go with a slight overbore, 20 thousandths over, getting it balanced and putting the short block back together. What this block is, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos I put out there, just talking about it, I got this short block, I imported it from the States, and it was completely stock, except it was, the heads were off of it, and it was in Florida, so it got left outside to the elements, and the bores, if you can tell, got a little bit rusty. So, and that's good enough to not be able to be used anymore. So we're going to go the minimum possible. I know a lot of people out there like just going straight to 30 thousandths over. I like going 20 thousandths over, because if you ever rebuild it in the future, you got 20, 40, then 60. You go 20 thou at a time instead of 30, 40, then 60. So, but a lot of shops just go straight to 30, and I really don't understand why. But we're going 20 thou over pistons. I got the pistons over here. These aren't anything amazing, but they did take a while to get to me, because the thing that I'm looking for, yeah, so Silverlight pistons, hyper-eutectic. So they got coated skirts. You can see 20 thousandth over. And what this piston has that others don't is it has the metric ring lands. So if you're into any form of modern pistons or modern racing, modern engines, they all have gone to very thin piston rings to reduce friction and gain efficiency. There's the part number. With the thinner rings, these are almost exactly the same. Well, these are the exact same style of rings as the HO pistons originally had, which Ford was transitioning to. You know, they were smart. That's why these stock, these roller block engines can go, a few 100,000 miles without really wearing out the bores, because there's not as much friction on the rings as there are with the early generation 289 302s with the big thick ring package on them. So I stuck with that. It did take me longer to get these pistons because of that, but it's gonna be just basically like a factory fresh 20 thou over short block when I'm done. I'm taking this to a local machine shop here in the UK. We're gonna get it bored with a torque plate. I imported this because there's no torque plates practically in this whole country for a small block Ford. So I got the torque plate, I got the dowels in it, I got the gasket to use, and I got all the head bolts and washers and spacers, everything that they need. So when they go to put this on the hone, it's going to be a perfect job like you would expect coming from the States. This is going to be one of the few, probably be the nicest short block to come out of a machine shop in a long time, as far as the bore finish is going to be concerned. And then we're also getting the crankshaft balanced. When you take a crank in to get balanced, you take them the flywheel, you take them the harmonic balancer, the bolts, you take them, there's one of the rod bearings, so they can multiply that by 8. They got a ring package, they can multiply that by 8. And one thing a lot of people forget is your timing crank gear or timing chain gear. So when you put this on, it's needed. So when the balancer goes on, it keeps the nice space there. They can torque the bolt down. The balancer's not gonna bounce around, and it just makes for the best job you can. But it's just something that a lot of people forget about. In the States, they can deal with it because they may have tons of cores of these hanging around, but in the UK, that's not something they're going to have on the shelf. And then we're going to get the pistons. They're going to fit them to the rods for me. I've done it myself in the past, but while it's in the machine shop, it's not a whole lot of money to get it done. Besides, if they mess it up, they'll be able to fix it. Yeah, this is going to be a fun little project. I'm going to get this to the machine shop here soon, drop it off. The earlier I get it there, the earlier I get it back. So we'll see how long it takes. I'm expecting probably 3 to 4 weeks, the way the things have been going. And you know, that'll give me plenty of time to figure out what I want to do for the top end stuff. So, but we do have the SVO heads that I was talking about using in the past. And I still don't know if I want to use them or not. Because I have this ready to go set of 4-bar GT40P heads that I really would like to get rid of, because nobody in England wants to buy them because they're fearful of the exhaust and they don't know what to do. They don't have the options you got in the States. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting the GT40Ps on it and getting a set of the old school hypo cast iron exhaust manifolds. They're like 400 bucks, but it'll be an extra selling point, and it'll be more period correct with those hypo exhaust manifolds. So they'll like the racy look. They like to brag about parts. They like, you know, they like the performance of the GT40Ps. And if I still put the F-cam in there, I still think it was going to complement everything really well. So, but that's the change I'm probably going to make instead of putting the SVO heads on it. But yeah, getting on. If you guys see, you know, in the garage, I got some space now, so I can move around. I'll put extra lights in, and we're getting on with some projects. So yeah, guys, so with that, another 2 days have gone past since I did those other clips and the engine block, and all the parts have gone to the machine shop. Told them it'll be a few weeks until I need it back, because I'm going on vacation back to the States. So I got to take care of some business over there. Some of my other projects, I'll record some content while I'm there. Yeah, it'll be a little lull until I get back. When I get back, I'm sure I'll just jam a couple videos out, because I know what I'm going to be getting up to, and it should be some exciting stuff for me. I hope to share it with you all. And thank you again for sticking around, and I'll catch you guys again soon.